Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are going to look at pond habitats. We've looked at habitat. We've been looking at habitat for the past 2 weeks now, and I hope now you understand what a habitat is. And now today we are going to look at pond habitat. Now, before we look at them, I want you to understand that habitats vary. There are different places that animals and plants live, and it depends with the condition. Okay, you might find a habitat that can be hot or a habitat that can be cold. Okay, so with those places, the plants and the animals will choose their habitat with the environment that they are comfortable with. For example, you might find a plant that can grow in a desert, like cactus. Cactus can grow in a desert because the desert is hot, and that is the best place that it can grow at. You cannot find a cactus in a rainforest. Okay, now let's get started. An animal what they need in a habitat. Remember, just like humans, like us, we need food, we need water, and we need air so as to survive. It's the same thing with animals. Animals also get air, they need food, they need water and a shelter. Okay, just the same way as us. Remember, in the beginning, I could ask you a question. Think about your home. Why is it a suitable place for you to live in? And some of you were telling me because it has television, and others were telling me because it is a big space, it has a big space to play at. But the main thing is your home is a good place to live in because it gives you shelter. It gives you shelter. Okay, if you have a home, no animal can come outside to come and attack you. Thieves cannot come outside to come and attack you. Okay, so you have a home because it gives you shelter. You have a place to live in. And animals also, they need air, food, and a shelter. Okay, let's look at the plants. Plants get what they need in a habitat. Okay, they get air, water, and nutrients. Remember, we looked at plants before we started doing habitats. We were looking at plants, and we say that a plant needs sunlight and it needs water to survive. So even here, a plant needs air, water, and nutrients. Okay, so that's why they need in a habitat. So a habitat can be hot or cold, okay, and be wet or dry too. Now let's look at this. We have a forest, okay. Look at it looks like. You can see there are trees and this place as well, okay. So this forest has warm, moist, okay. Winters are cool and mild. So this forest is located in North Carolina in US, okay. Which type of an animal in this? Which animal do you think you can find in this forest? Can you find out by doing? Okay, just like what I was talking about a desert. So this is a desert. You can see the way it is dry and it is hot in these places. Not many plants can you find here. Okay, and the plants that you will find, they are plants that have thorns, they are thorny. So their leaves are thorns. So the reason why they have those thorny leaves and they are thick, it's because they are thick so that they can store water. The leaves are thick to help them store water, which will help them during dry seasons. Okay, so let's read about the desert. A desert is very dry. You can see the way it's dry. Okay, a desert gets very little rain or snow. So this desert can be found in Dubai. Okay, so like what I was saying, you can find plants like this one, even cactus. You can find cactus in a desert. Okay, now let's continue. So look at the tropical rainforest. Are you seeing the way a tropical rainforest looks like? Wow, it's so green and it has trees. Okay, a tropical rainforest is a wet habitat. Actually, this is very wet. Okay, and it has a lot of rain. In a tropical rainforest, you will see it rains most of the time. Okay, and you can remember we were looking at orangutans, and we said that orangutans are found in tropical rainforests. Okay, yes, so those are the animals that you can find in such places because that place is wet, it has lots of rain, and you can see they have many trees. Okay, so a rainforest is a wet habitat. It gets a lot of rain. Okay, the rainforest is located in Indonesia. Okay, now let's continue to find out more. Aha, so you can see tundra. Okay, this is tundra. Okay, the tundra is one of the coldest habitat. It is dry and windy. The ground below the surface is frozen. So this tundra is in Norway. Okay, you can see the way it looks like. Actually, it looks cold in these places. Okay, in tundra region, they are always cold. So it is not easy to find. It is not easy to find it hot. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's it. Now let's get ask ourselves some questions. Excuse me. Going to the pond. Which animals and plants do you think we can find in a pond? Which animals and plants do you think you can find in a pond? Okay, before we start, can we brainstorm? I want you to tell me at least one or two animals and plants that you can find in a pond. Okay, now you're being told click on the hotspot to reveal more about different pond animals and plants. So which type of a plant do you think this is? Which type of a plant do you think this is? Most of the time you find this plant in pond regions, okay? Yeah, now let's find out. It is, oh, this is a dragonfly, but this one itself, this is a bulrush. This is a bulrush. So bulrush are found in pond regions, okay? So this type of a plant is known as bulrush, okay? And then the insect is a dragonfly, okay? So let's find out about this one. So this plant is a water lily, ponds or in swampy places. A swamp is a place that is covered with water like this, okay? Yes, so water lily are found in such places. So which type of a mini beast do you think this is? Which type of an animal do you think this is? Is it a fish? Okay, so let's find. Oh, it is a tadpoles. Tadpoles. So tadpoles, this is a tadpole, and these tadpoles are the babies of, I want you to guess. Okay, babies of frogs. Okay, now let's find out what do you think this is inside the water? What do you think that is? It's a pond skater. Okay, and then what do you think this is? These are duckweed. Even duckweeds are found in swampy regions. If not in a pond, you can also find them in swampy region. Okay. Yes. Okay. So and then what do you think this is? Okay. That is a pond snail. A pond snail. So remember that I told you to try and think of things that you can find in a pond. Okay, a snail, a pond snail is one of them. A tadpoles, water lily, pond skater, dragonfly, duckweed, and the last one. What do you think this is? Let's find out. It is heron. Okay, so we can also find birds. Okay, a heron bird can also be found in this region. Okay, nice. So now let's continue. So we are looking at a pond habitat, just like I told you. We are looking at a pond habitat. Okay, so in a pond habitat, so these mini beads are common in pond. Okay, these mini beads are common in a pond. Can you try and guess at least one or two that you know? What do you think you can identify from this? Okay. So mini beasts live in water habitats. Minibeasts live in water habitat as well as on land. Okay, the question is identify the minibeasts in the diagram. So can you try and identify at least one or two of them? Like this is a tadpole, okay, this is a beetle, this is a pond snail, okay? Try and identify at least one or two of them. Okay, so we are still continuing. Okay, we're still looking at habitats. There are also many different plants and animals that live in a pond habitat. Okay, here are some common ones. Remember we looked at water lily? A water lily can be found in a pond habitat. Oh, look at the bulrush. I told you about the bulrush, right? So this is a bulrush, a heron, and a newt. So these ones we find them in a pond habitat. Okay, so let's find out about what scientists think. Okay, scientists gather information that help us understand our world. Here are some facts about frogs. Okay, what do you know about frogs? Can you tell me what you think you know about frogs? Where do they lay their eggs? Okay, where does a frog lay its egg? So can you tell me at least one? Now let's read. They live near water and can survive both in water and on land. Did you know that a frog can survive in both water and land? Okay, so now you know. They have bulging eyes and skin. Okay. And then they make cracking sound. They make cracking sounds and are very good at jumping. Okay, so when you are near pond areas, you will, especially in the evening, you will hear a frog doing korr, korr, korr. Okay, so they make a croaking sound and are very good at jumping. So those are facts you've known about frogs. So even you, it's your turn, okay? Find out about an animal or a plant that lives in a pond, okay? Can you at least choose one animal or a plant? Find out, do research about it, go into the internet and do your research. Then you write down your findings. Take a photo and send it on Class Dojo, okay? Another thing, you're being told, prepare a short talk about your choice of pond life. So that is also another project I would like you to do, okay? Have a nice day and bye-bye.